Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 51 of my 2024 TTM returns. I've got 7 successes to share. Got a couple days worth here. First one is a hockey success. This is a 2 of 2 return in 125 days from AHL head coach Rick Kowalski. Sent out to I think 1 or 2 AHL coaches this year. Just never got around to really trying out that project. But he was promoted to be the Bridgeport Islanders head coach, I think 2 years ago, with their former coach taking on a role with the Anaheim Ducks. And he has done pretty well so far for the Bridgeport Islanders. He was also a former hockey player. He did get drafted, I think, in 92 in the 10th round. Never made it to the NHL, but had a decent minor league career. So that's cool to get. Next one is an NWSL return. This is a 2 of 2 success in 21 days from Washington Spirit goalkeeper Nicole Barnhart. She has been a longtime goalkeeper in various professional leagues, and I believe at the world stage as well, representing Team USA. 42 years old and still playing at a high level. Don't think that she is the primary starter because I don't think she played any games last year, but was on the Spirit's roster. I think she's played 2 or 3 games this year. But she was the very first goalkeeper of the year in the NWSL in 2013. Has also been named to one best 11 and one second 11 team, which is basically like their all-pro teams for the league. So not sure if the NWSL will ever have a Hall of Fame, but if they did, Nicole would probably be one of the first members inducted. Then we have a couple of baseball returns here that came in yesterday. First one is from a former player and current, I think he's still a broadcaster. I could be, yeah, because I sent to the team. 2 of 2 return in 27 days from San Francisco Giants broadcaster Dwayne Kuiper. Like I mentioned, he also played back in the day, was a pretty solid player for a few seasons. I think he had 1 or 2 where he racked up a whole bunch of hits. I think he only had 1 home run in his career, but about 900 hits if I'm thinking of the right guy. But has also been a longtime Giants broadcaster, and I think he had 1 year where he, did some stuff for the Rockies. But he's been a broadcaster for them since, I think, the 80s, maybe started in the 90s. I believe he has also been a Ford C. Frick Award finalist, so maybe there's a day where he ends up getting that. But a very solid return there. The other one comes back from a former player and current manager. I was actually kind of surprised to see this one come back. Wasn't sure what his track record was before. This is a 2 of 2 return in 14 days from Cleveland Guardians manager Stephen Vogt. He was a big underdog story in Major League Baseball. Played for the A's. That's where he's best remembered. Had a couple of all-star appearances, being their catcher. Played for a number of other years, and he's got to be one of the youngest managers in modern history, at least. I think he's only 39 years old, and so I sent this out just with the thought of, he's a new manager, first time. Guardians are pretty decent with fan mail, it seems like. I haven't had a ton of luck with players, but I have had luck with like front office members and broadcasters and everything. So I said, screw it, why not? Let's see what happens. And very glad to get that back. I think they're off, at least from what I saw yesterday. I think they've played a couple games. But I think he was off to a 12-6 start to his managerial career. Then I had 3 come in today. All 3 of these are really nice ones. First one is a NASCAR crew chief return. This is a 2 of 2 success in 28 days from Truck Series crew chief Jeff Hensley, who currently works for Tricon Garage with, I believe that's Taylor Gray, in the number 17. Signed both of these photos. Hensley is a former NASCAR driver himself. At the age of 19, he started racing in what is now the Xfinity Series. Raced there for 3 or 4 years. Had a pretty solid driving career early on in the Xfinity series. I think he had like 24 top 10 finishes in just 90 races. But ended up moving out of the driver's seat and on top of the pit box, and has been a longtime crew chief both in the Xfinity and the Truck Series. Won the, at the time, Busch National Series, or I don't know. At the time, won the Busch Series championship in 1990 with Chuck Bown, and he has 22 wins so far in his Truck Series career. Hasn't won a championship yet, but still, always has that potential. He's been with a lot of good teams, and with 22 Truck Series wins, that's pretty high up there on the all-time list. So one of the best crew chiefs that is out there in the lower divisions. Then we got 2 bowling returns. First one comes back from a PBA Hall of Famer. This is a 2 of 2 return in 10 days from former bowler Tom Baker. He is another one of those guys that had 10 tour wins and also a major championship, which got him into the PBA Hall of Fame. So very nice. The other one, she is in the Hall of Fame, not in the PBA Hall of Fame, never played there. But I think she's in like some national bowling, and then she also wrote that she was in some like state and local bowling Hall of Fames and everything. But this is a 3 of 2 success in 22 days from former women's bowler May Bolt. I had seen a few people get back from her, but it was several years ago, so I wasn't sure if this would still be a good address or even if she was still around. She doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, and she is still around. Thankfully, can say that. So she signed both of those and then included this note. She wrote, "Dear Landon, thank you for your kind words. I can't believe people are still asking me to sign pictures of me. May 26th, I will be 91 years old. I'm in the National Hall of Fame, the State and City Halls of Fame. I haven't bowled for many years. I have been a widow since 2005. It's sad to hear. I have a son and daughter, my grandkids, and 12 great-grandchildren. Or something like that. They keep me busy. Thanks again." And then blessings, May Bolt, sign that. Put John 3:16 at the bottom. So good to see that she is still doing well, almost 91 years old. She also included a more recent picture of herself. I don't know what it is with the focus on this thing, guys. I'm sorry. But she wrote on the back of this, "This is what I look like a few years ago." So very, very cool of Ms. Bolt to take the time to sign and include those extras. Glad to, hopefully make her day a little bit better being remembered for what she did back in the day. But a very accomplished bowler in the state of Illinois. I think she did some national stuff too. Again, I don't remember exactly what all Hall of Fames that she's in specifically, but like she said, she's in a number of them. And I think a lot of it's for pioneering it for women to play or to bowl. Is it play bowling? I don't think that's right. It doesn't sound right to me. But either way, very cool success there. Nice to see that address still works. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.